Katja, she is head of customer success at Kordiam, and her expertise is everything around setup, functionalities, and best practices. And Katja will now present us the content workflow in Kordiam, insights in existing and new features. We are looking forward to that. Katja.
Thank you. Well, hello everyone. I think most of you know me, and as Astrid just said, I will today be talking about Kordiam's role in managing income and content from reporters. And well, a couple of years ago, Matthias still thought that Kordiam would actually only focus on task assignments, so everything before content creation. But there has been a shift in the last years, so not only do our customers use the existing content managing functionalities that we offer, they are even pushing us to improve and expand these features, illustrated in their presentation. And that's why today I will walk you through the content workflow that can take place within Kordiam. So it can be roughly divided into 4 steps. So first of all, we obviously have the task assignment, part of the planning. Then secondly, we would have content upload, and then can happen within Kordiam or directly to an external system. Then we have the preview and selection part, and that's basically pretty new. And last but not least, we have the data transfer to external systems, and that can be obviously the content itself, images and so on with metadata, but also like secondary data that could be used for instance, payment systems or financial systems. So we will look at all of these steps. As Astrid also said, we will look at current functionalities, give you some examples how customers are using them, and then we will also look at the planned improvements. So we will see both existing functionalities and improvements. And we obviously start with task assignments. So the core of task assignment are the tasks themselves. And on our new pages, we have now the task widget. So that's the widget that we can see here. And it basically is the task itself and everything that's relevant for it. So you see who's it assigned to, the deadline, which platform is it relevant for. And this task widget is accessible from the new pages. And keep that in mind because we will come back to the task widget later on. But first, let's talk a bit about the task page itself. So this page that we see here, we introduced it last year, and well, it can be used to display tasks, manage tasks, and planners here have now the possibility to filter and group tasks by deadline, of course, but also by events and other relevant data for them. That obviously already helps to make task management easier, but we are still implementing improvements here. And we are going to introduce the user column. So it's here displayed in the middle, and the user column basically tells us the availability status of users. So you can see what current assignments they have, if they have to attend some events, if they are planned for a scheduled shift, or if they have some time off periods. So basically also what Matthias briefly mentioned, that it will be available when you assign a user to a task, but here as a separate column. Well, and obviously having that information available helps to make the task distribution more equal and having, hopefully a more balanced workload then for everyone. Well, as soon as the tasks are assigned, reporters go out into the real world and create their content, and then at some point they come back and need to upload it. And well, as I said, the content can either be uploaded to Kordiam. This is especially helpful for freelancers who should not have access or don't have access to a CMS or DAM. And also we offer possibilities to collect metadata here in a standardized way. I will come back to that. First, let's talk about uploading directly to external systems. So what does Kordiam do here? We basically provide the correct upload links in emails and other things. So we give the possibility to have custom destinations. So the links can point to specific CMS articles or to DEM folders. Every one of you who has a working integration knows that, so you have these links in the story card. But what we've introduced rather recently for our customer Ille is to have content-based links. I think you mentioned it also before in your presentation. So imagine you have a story and you have pictures and videos, and you want the pictures to be uploaded to one specific DAM folder, but the videos need to go to another DAM or to another DAM folder. You can also have that. And these links, they are obviously available in the story card itself, but they are also actually available in the email. So we send out email notifications, and here on the right you can see such an example. So imagine I'm a reporter and I received this email and I have to hand in a picture and a video. So what we do in this case is that we send out an email notification with placeholder links. And as soon as the correct upload link is set via the API, when I click here, I go directly to the system where I have to upload the content. Yeah, so this is what we offer when it comes to uploading content to external systems. But as I said, obviously content can also be uploaded directly within Kordiam. Again, especially helpful for freelancers. So how do you make sure that the content gets delivered with all the necessary additional information? Therefore, we have metadata. So you might know that when you upload content, we have like some standardized metadata fields, but we actually also offer the possibility to customize these metadata fields. So, for instance, Rheinische Post and Sandnummer, they have customized metadata fields here. So this is actually the example of their metadata fields. I hope you can see it. So there are a variety of metadata fields, and some of them here are even mandatory. So as I said, we really wanted to highlight this because it's probably not that well known that we offer these metadata fields. So if you are interested, or if you're using this feature or are interested in using it and need some specific metadata fields, please reach out to us because there are some fields we could simply activate for you. But if you need other fields or need other fields to be mandatory, we can also do that for you and implement that. And now just to complete the features that we have that can help you receive the content in a standardized way is our text length feature. So it's pretty simple, straightforward, so you can basically just limit the amount of characters or words someone can introduce and make sure that if you want a 300 words article, that the reporter will only hand in 300 words. So these functionalities exist within Kordiam, so if you want to use them, do it or reach out to us in order to help you. So what are we going to improve when it comes to uploading content? So here now you can see again the task widget that I showed you in the beginning. And what we're going to do is to introduce a second tab to this task widget. So on the right side, you now see a content tab. So that means that the content can directly be uploaded to the task here on the content tab. And as a task widget is accessible from the new pages, well, it's easier. You can basically upload content from anywhere. Besides that, we will also improve the upload options themselves. So you will be able to upload, again, helpful for freelancers, Google Drive, SharePoint, Dropbox, and also with drag and drop. Additionally, there will be a better error handling. So you will receive detailed feedback on the upload errors. Probably you won't be able to see that, but for instance, there's like an error message here showing that there's a mandatory field missing, or if a file is too big, it will tell you exactly which file. So just simplifying that. So, well, as soon as you have uploaded your content, the next part is previewing and selecting it. And we're just staying on the same task widget, as you can see here. As soon as you upload images, you can preview these. But you will not only be able to preview images, you will also be able to preview videos or PDFs and Word documents. Then, well, you now have a variety of files available, and now you can also make a content selection. So you can pick files and send these files to other systems using a share functionality. You can either send them via email, or you can also send them to a connected CMS or DAM system. Furthermore, we also have a bookmarking functionality. So if I have a variety of images, I can say, okay, well, these two should be bookmarked, and then they show in the very beginning of this list. So now, well, where from can we see these previews? So obviously here, the task widget, but the previews will be available on more pages. So we will also be able to see the previews on the story card, as Maike presented earlier. So here you can see a task it's a picture task, a photo task, 3 images. So we have in the middle, 3 little thumbnails, but also, the content. I forgot how you name it, but this little thing that you can expand on the right. There you can see also, a preview of these images. But that's not all. Also, there will be a preview on the task page. So on the task page, we have 1 task per line. And then we have the content column that can be displayed. And as you can see here for images, there's also a preview. And also on the story list, so there we have 1 story per line. We have a task column, and within the task column, we have the little task chips. And also here for each image task, there can be a preview shown for images. So basically, I think that was on your wish list, the second point. So you see, it's coming. So now, last but not least, the data transfer to external systems. And well, of course, there can be the automated transfer of the files and the connected metadata to CMS and DAM systems. But also, as I showed you, the share functionality, you have like more of a manual process. So you decide, okay, I have now, my freelancer gave me 10 pictures, but I want to only use the first and the second one. And then I use the share functionality and send it to another system. And I also told you that we want to give the possibility to have all relevant metadata being transferred to financial system, billing system, or however you call it. And here, just to give you an example, as I said, Rheinische Post, well, they are using this feature also with the metadata. So in their case, when a person comes and uploads the content, they have a supplier ID, so it's a user ID, and this user ID gets automatically pre-filled in one of these metadata fields, is then connected to the content itself, is transferred to their CMS, and then further on transferred to their billing system, and there it's used in order to process the data in a correct way and pay the freelancer. So that's basically what I wanted to show you. Just as a little summary, well, with what I've shown you, you see that we're evolving far beyond only task assignment. So we aim with all of what I showed you to fully support the content upload and previews. The thing where we still want to further then evolve is the thing concerning the metadata. So we aim to expand the metadata export and the connectivity with financial systems. But obviously that's something where we need you. We cannot do that alone. So please, if you need or if you want to use specific metadata fields, be it for the content upload or then for other systems, billing systems, please reach out to us. We're here to do this together. Thank you.
And thank you very much, Katja Sandweg, Head of Customer Success at Kordiam. And are there any questions you would ask Katja? Then you're welcome to ask them. Not yet. Quick look around. Then, Katja, will the new features, as you showed us, like the embedded upload tab or previews, be automatically available for all customers. What could you tell us about that?
Yes, so some of you might know that the attachments feature, because we have preview options already for attachments, so it's pretty similar. So we will do the same, just only with the content. We did roll out that, like partially, but in this case, the idea is to have it available, yes, for all at the same time.
I'm also a reporter, so maybe next question would be from my side or some of you as well. What happens if a reporter uploads incorrect content? Can they re-upload or replace files?
I think that's possible. Matthias, I don't know if you can maybe answer that question better, but I think that, so when you upload content and some error happens and you re-upload content, we then also make sure that only the re-uploaded content is transferred to the CMS, so that should work well.
Okay.
Yes.
So uncomplicated, everything.